G'day, welcome to the Menix Games 24th live stream, and we're doing some more work on going viral today. I'm joined by Captain Duck, and
What?
yeah, so while I'm getting everything set up, why don't you tell us what you were talking about? Or was it the Duck and Raven stream?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for
Um,
it.
so so yeah, the other stream going on right now, not that anyone should leave, but rather open two streams like I have up right now. Uh is they're playing Baldur's Gate over there. So that's my gaming stream with me and my mates, basically variety streaming, I guess you could call it. So they're doing Baldur's Gate right now. That's a weekly stream. I stream Bannerlord on it, kind of whenever I have free time. Um, and then the main feature of the channel probably is our D&D playthrough, which is Tomb of Annihilation. What else do we have? We might be starting a sort of talk show soon, which would be like shorter videos, like 10 minutes long. Of basically me and my mate Tom talking about gaming stuff. And then what else do we have going on? Da, 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 da. We were thinking of doing a Friday thing as well, where maybe we play like Sea of Thieves or something like that, which is
Sweet.
a fantastic game.
Okay.
And yeah, you can't go wrong with pirate antics. It's always funny, and that game's really cool as well because like it's made by Rare, and there's just so much to do.
Hmm.
It's like round every corner, there's some really well crafted um, little area with a whole sort of like a standalone story. Like every island has like its own little story, which is really cool. And it's mainly told through the scenery and stuff like that. So
Nice.
yeah, very cool.
Yeah, hang on. Who just joined us?
I did.
Hi, Aquatus. How you doing, man?
Hello.
Yeah. Well, um, yeah, I'm just what I'm going to be doing is I've brought in the. So what I might do, what I'm actually thinking I might do today is I haven't done any of the chambers. I've only done one chamber for the final level, right? So what I'm going to do is like I'm just preparing the next level right now. Give me a sec. What I'm going to do is uh, uh, build build a like I was going to do that. You know how I don't know if you guys have played Legend of Zelda, any of the Legend of Zelda games involving the Lost Woods, where you have to make certain turns. Like in Ocarina of Time, you have to follow the sound of the music to get through the
Yeah.
forest. Or if you or
I know what you're talking about.
um, God, it's too early for me. What they do in Link Between Worlds is you've got these chambers with four exits and these ghosts, and you have and like there's a group of eight of them, right? And you have to follow one of them as they shuffle between each other and then follow the right ghost out of the correct path in order to proceed. And I was thinking, you've got to so you get into a chamber and the infection's there, but there's sort of like these little other cells that say we're going to guide you, but you need to follow the right one. And so they're moving around randomly while you clean up the infection, and then you need to follow them up through the right pathway. So it's like a puzzle that the player has to solve. But yeah,
What's the in-universe explanation as to why
I don't
going
know.
the wrong way sends you back to your starting location?
I don't know.
It's the bloodstream.
What?
It's the bloodstream. The
Yeah.
bloodstream.
Yeah.
I guess. Makes sense to me.
So anyway, I'm gonna, because like, yeah, I wanted to do something a bit more than just. Oh, somebody else joined.
What kind of?
Oh, I'm gonna turn that down. That's really loud.
Yeah, go ahead.
How do you do
I
that?
had to add a new one. Oh, do it in the volume controls in the, like if it was a person, you turn it down.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
User volume that way.
How do I?
That's
Fuck. Use volume. There we go.
yeah. I usually have it running just as a background thing.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So, but basically, 'cause I was thinking it's getting a bit like doing just chamber where clear out the infection, next chamber, clear out the infection. I wanted to do something a bit different with this one, and then have another one more. So I do that for a couple of times, and then have one more chamber where the where it's like a Spirilium thing, like, because I haven't used the Spirilium enemy yet.
Yeah.
So use that, and then code up the plastic enemy, deploy that, put it all together, then do a credit page, and then yeah. So while I'm doing that, you guys can talk amongst yourselves, talk about something interesting. Because like we just like I just explained, I am terrible with doing live streams and multitasking at the same time. I just suck at it.
It's difficult to do. Yeah, it took me a good many hours to get Bannerlord. Well, to be fair, I'm not the best Bannerlord player in the world, anyway. But like, I have moments when I'm like, I do something super stylish, and then, but then at the other times it's like I'm flailing wildly, getting shot by arrows. It's funny. I was explaining about
Bannerlord with the RTS camera, but I just couldn't get it working.
Oh, RTS camera?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I have the GitHub up for it. I put in a crash report, but sadly I cannot get it running on my Linux.
Is this? Did I helped you work it? Were you the one who helped work Godot out?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, help
that's
some.
not related. That's yeah. I'm talking about playing a video game.
Okay.
Yeah, there's like mods. There's a lot of mods for Bannerlord.
Right,
yeah.
okay, sorry.
But like,
the
I'm just playing it vanilla. But I am thinking, like, I'm tired of selling equipment one by one. When like in a big battle, you can get like, I don't know, 50 things, 50 items or something at least.
Yeah.
It's a super game, though. I adore it. Oh, so the premise of like my playthrough is that I'm playing Ginger Giant Genghis Khan, the historically accurate Genghis Khan. So like, yeah, so we're gonna rebuild the Khazarian Empire, basically. So my plan is to basically play as a Khuzait until I have enough properties to sort of mount a sizable defense, and then basically the plan is defect and form the Khazarian Empire, and then take over the world.
Okay.
Yeah. And the really annoying thing is, it doesn't seem like you can have multiple wives in base Bannerlord. So, yeah. Genghis
No,
has
I
this one.
believe that when you play in that, you can make like a dynasty, and when you die of old age, you play as your son.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but one man can't have multiple. Because if I'm Genghis Khan, then I have like, I don't know, I can't remember even how many wives he had.
But you mean wives, not lives?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Oh, there's
yeah.
a mod for that.
Yeah. I might have to actually put it in.
Come on. Okay.
Yeah, the base game's so good though. I really like it.
Okay.
After it, I think I want to play Minecraft.
Yeah.
Another
Okay.
excellent game. Ugh. I've been playing a bit of Manor Lords actually as well. That game's hard. Because like you get to I restarted it like many times because there's a stage where just about 60 bandits come and raid you.
Yeah.
And if you haven't got like either gold to hire a mercenary band to defend you, or got your production up and running for spearmen, then you just get rolled. Unless you're lucky and the other lords take them out for you, but can't really rely on that.
So my old strategy when I was playing Battlelord was that I would just get a purely archer army, and then whenever the enemy got near me, I retreated, and then I just rejoin battle and repeat.
Oh, I meant Manor Lords rather than Bannerlord, that one, but yeah. Yeah, but being Genghis Khan, it's like I need horsemen, lots and lots of horsemen. So,
Horse archmen.
yeah, like melee cavalry and archers, because it's just funny. But yeah, Manor Lords is a different kettle of fish. That game's hard. Bannerlord, I'm just slightly retarded, but yeah, Genghis is getting to the point where he one shots people with pretty much everything now, so he's doing all right. But yeah, Manor Lords. Yeah, so after you make it through the 60 bandits, then the king's like, "Oh, you're surviving. Well, it's time I taxed you." And then he just starts taxing you into oblivion.
Oh, good.
So, yeah, it's not an easy game. It is fantastic though. I'm always going on about the tree mechanics because like they regrow naturally, but kind of in a sort of naturally pleasing way. And like the wind blows them, and the seasons affect them. It's glorious. So yeah, I'm very much enjoying new PC.
Good.
For that. So yeah. Do you guys think that we're at the peak of PC ownership? That's kind of why I bought it now.
I really hope not, because there's...
Well, it depends what you mean by PC ownership, because I think we're at peak Microsoft. Because at this point, I feel like everyone is starting to look at alternate options for Microsoft because of what they're pulling with Microsoft 11.
Yeah, like there's so many features in Microsoft 11. They're like, hey, can we harvest all your data? And it's like,
more
no.
than that. Like, if you had a Microsoft 10 and tried to upgrade to Microsoft 11, then your computer will stop working.
Oh.
Because they have some like new hardware that you need to have installed into it in order for a Windows 11 to work.
Oh. The spy chip, yes.
spy chip, but more. It's more like a just an unnecessary add-on that they had made an agreement with a company in order to make more
Oh.
money.
Oh wow.
So it's essentially a forced add-on, so that way that company can make money and Microsoft can add more money, and it can force people to buy more stuff.
I just see tons of videos of people going, here's how to switch off this feature, this feature, this feature, this, you know, just like shitloads of unnecessary.
There was originally a few ways to get Windows 11, but avoid the extra thing. But every time there was a new way found to do that, Microsoft then patched it out.
Mm.
So yeah,
Yeah,
a lot of companies, a lot of people are going, no, we're not. We're just not going to bother with Microsoft anymore. Linux has been catching up pretty well lately.
Good.
And
Yeah.
so I'll just swap over to that. And heck, even before that, when they first started putting ads on desktops, that's when I swapped to Linux.
Yeah, I've
I
been,
always thought, like,
using Linux full time, like since like for nearly 15 years, because I used it mainly for my PhD, and like I just can't. I mean, I use Windows at work, and I use Windows because there's some software on it that I need for other side jobs, but like it just I can't stand. I can't stand the constraints of Windows. Whatever I've got so much freedom, I can do whatever I need to do. Just open up a terminal and I can get it done.
Yep.
Anyway,
I think I'm at about between 3 and 6 years at this point.
thinking I might switch over at some point. I mean, we'll see how.
gaming on Linux is getting better as well because yeah, pretty much if anything that runs on Steam apparently can run on Windows, it can run on Linux.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah,
I mean, my main thing is I was like, there's too much I need to do with it now to consider trying to switch to Linux. Because at the time I was just like, I've got so many things to do, you know. But as soon as I've got a bit of time to learn something, it might be something I'll try and do. We'll see.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's probably worth it.
Come on, take a screenshot, you bastard.
So how did the plastic things go in? They do all right.
They look good. They look really good. I've put them into the project, but I haven't coded them up yet.
Nice. Oh, did I put them all? I think I put them all at like 90% transparency. That should be fine. I remembered one thing, by the way.
Making the microplastics large compared to cells or small?
It varies, because the whole point was they kind of like break up and then become small.
Right.
So like there's one large piece which I've sort of done so it's made up of lots of smaller pieces. So like the implication is that bits have broken off it, but
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, it should be small and medium, and then the box bit. Yeah, the you may want to do you may have fixed this already, but the transparency on the cancer images, I don't think I put transparency in for them.
On the what images?
The cancer cells.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, it's just whenever you feel like, or I suppose I could have a go. Just to change. I think
It's fine. They're fine the way they are. I'm gonna
Yeah.
this. Where did I put that screenshot?
Cancer is a scary boy.
Yeah.
So it makes being noticeable.
Where did I put my screenshot?
Oh, right. I do have a thing I can work on right now. Not necessarily a game dev thing, though. But there is some Photoshop work I need to do. Let's have a look.
Transform. I'm going to scale this down.
Oh, I went on a podcast on Thursday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
So it is. I think it's called Epic Table Games.
Nice.
If you guys have heard of that, like a tabletop podcast.
Uh,
I think if you type in epictablegames.com, it'll bring them up. Yeah. So they've got a podcast called Side Quest, and me and my mate Tom went on there. Second time I've gone on for me. Ooh, here it is. But yeah, it's just all about tabletop gaming, basically.
nice.
Yeah.
I
Nice.
think I remember you mentioning this before.
Yeah. We went on as a pair.
Okay, so I need to constrain the camera now. Yeah, I've got to get on some podcasts to talk about Menning's games, but
Yeah.
I don't know where to begin.
Well, all Tom kind of did, I think, is he reached out because he was a fan of the I think one of the projects that one of the podcast guys do, and he was like, "Hey, this is what we do," and then I think he found an application to be a guest as well, or they sent him it. I'm not sure.
Okay.
So then we just filled in that, and then boom. Let's bookmark this.
So left, I'm going to do 2520. The top is Vietnamese for hair. Now, learning Vietnamese it's hard.
Oh, really? Ooh.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know where to begin with that one.
Yeah, mum is Vietnamese, and so last time we visited the in-laws, my mother-in-law got very mad at me for a lot. I did get very mad. I got annoyed with me for over dependence on Google Translate, and so I've been trying to learn more and learn better and speak better and everything.
Yeah. Nice.
But yeah, it's hard because I usually say it like this. So the word for you or for friend, because they say basically the same thing. If you're talking to someone, you'll use the same word for you as you would for friend, right? But that's the word for friend, right? Then here's the word for table. Bun. Here's the word for cell. Bun. And well, I'm good at languages, right? I speak Japanese fairly well.
feel like there's a potential for a lot of terrible puns there.
Oh yeah, go on. Like early on when my wife and I started dating, she would send me these Instagram reels of Vietnamese food, and he's saying, "What's the word for land?" And it's "Hey." What's the word for man? Say "Chai." And what's the word for cloud or something like that? What's this random word? Chai. And it's just and the guy speaking English is just getting more and more and more and more horrified, and he uses that sequence of words. He says, use that sequence of words in this sentence, and it's just like chai 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 chai.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
I love the videos on Japanese with that. So silly.
Yeah. Well, Japanese I'm better at, much better at. But
I like Japanese because it's so logical, like the structure of it.
Here's the problem, though. it's an issue that when I'm trying to think of something to say in Vietnamese, I will when I'm trying to think of something to say in Vietnamese because I'm so used to speaking Japanese, I will start thinking in Japanese, but with Vietnamese words. Does it make sense? So
It's like structurally similar.
well, they're not actually structurally Vietnamese.
Or word similar?
No, structurally Vietnamese is pretty much the same as English, right? So it's
Right.
subject verb object, right? So for example, tôi đi làm việc, right? Which means I go to work. Tôi, I, đi, go, làm việc, work, right? But in Japanese, you would say boku hataraiteru, which is hataraite iku, right? Which is I working go to. So it's reversed.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
for example, in Japanese, you'd say I'm using the computer, so I would say boku computer tsukateru, which is I computer using. But in Vietnamese, you would say tôi làm máy tính, which is lam is you. So or actually tôi dùng máy tính, which is I use the computer. It's basically word for word the same.
Huh.
So the problem is just pronouncing the words, which are very hard. It's very, very hard.
I wonder if Japanese Yoda, it just sounds like he's speaking straight for us.
It would, yes. Although I say, you ever watch anime where they put this really weird noun ending or sentence ending for certain characters? So like,
Yeah.
they
I know what
say,
you're talking about.
like I think it's in. Did you ever watch Higurashi no Nakoroni? It's where like they're living in Groundhog Day, but it's the whole summer and nobody remembers except one girl.
Oh. Yeah, that was a cool series.
It
Demented
was a little
series.
too brutal for my taste, so
Yeah.
I avoided it.
Wasn't it a series? Or did they do a film? What's the English title?
Higurashi when they cry.
Oh, hang on. Maybe that's not the one I thought it is.
Okay.
Which was because I saw one that had a real similar premise.
Anyway, what am I doing? Trying to take a screen cap because I'm trying to get this. See, I designed the camera system for going viral before I understood all the features of Godot's camera system, and so it's kind of annoying. Let's save. Okay. Yeah, but in that anime, there's a character who just says "ipa" on the end of every sentence. You know what I mean? And so with Yoda, what they probably did was just come up with some random word that he puts on the end of every sentence. Or like old people, how they end every sentence with "yaro" or something like that.
That would be hilarious to see. They're just like, I don't care anymore. Yaro this, yaro that.
Ah, shit. Okay, so who just joined? Oh, Quabby Labby, how you doing, man?
Hello, hey, it's been a while.
Yeah.
I thought I'd join in.
Sweet, cheers, thanks for joining.
Yeah, hi, yeah. So, yeah. Are you doing game dev, I suppose?
Yeah, doing game dev on going viral. Hang on. I'll put the link to the live stream in the chat. I don't actually share on Discord because if I do, my bandwidth goes to and my computer's already struggling at the moment. Come on. Where's the chat? There we go. Yeah, you can watch on YouTube. So
I'm currently doing Photoshop Ting. Trying to make a jungly texture.
Papa Frog's joined us as well. How you doing, man?
Oh my goodness.
Getting everyone today.
Been
Yeah,
a little
it's
behind
awesome.
today, so I've been playing catch up.
Good, man. All good. No, it's good to have a large group today.
Seems like a full house.
Yeah, we've been talking before about Japanese and Yoda and everything like that. Because I'm trying to learn Vietnamese for my missus, and I can already speak Japanese, but I sometimes get the languages confused, and it's really hard to pronounce. But what were we talking about before then?
Probably streaming and Bannerlord and
Yeah. Talk. By all means, talk.
Hi.
Oh my goodness, we got everybody.
Fuck.
I
Welcome.
have
Hi, yes, sorry.
seen the message.
Yay,
Sorry,
awesome.
You called for aid.
Oh, good to have so many people. It's awesome.
Way.
Sorry, my computer just crashed. I'm back now, though, but that's why I wasn't talking for like a couple of seconds, because...
All good, all
That
good.
was wonderful.
Yeah, so talk while I'm scratching away at the final chambers of going viral. I'm going to be. To be honest, I'm actually going to be so glad when this game is finished.
So hey guys,
Hello.
I've got some new exciting news. I'm currently beginning studying my master's/internship with Netflix.
Oh,
So-
nice! Congratulations,
Very,
man.
Congratulations.
It's pretty sick.
very nice, yes. Oh, man, good on you, man. Good on you.
So yeah, that's very exciting. Working on a ton of different projects.
So, what are you working on? Like, are they doing CG movies, or is that what you're working on? Or
So I'm working with I don't know if anyone knows Animal Logic. Animal
No.
Logic. So they did Happy Feet. Does anyone know
oh,
Happy Feet?
okay.
Yes.
The main company behind Happy Feet. And we're doing and they're owned by Netflix, so it's a branch company of Netflix. And it's an internship. Hold up, I've got I mean I could show you this stuff. You can if you just Google Animal Logic Academy, you'll be able to find all of this stuff. But yeah, no, it's basically one of the companies owned by Netflix is trains basically. And it's super cool.
That's very nice.
But yeah, no,
I
we're in
know that turtle.
we're in a studio working on short films, and every year we win. This course wins awards on its short films. So
Okay, nice. I think the woman who did the cover art for my novels did that once, but I don't know. I haven't spoken to her in years, so I don't know where she is. Hope she's doing okay.
yeah.
But yeah, nice. Congratulations, man. You'll have, next time there's if there's Happy Feet 3 or 4, you're gonna have to point out to us where your name is in the credits.
Oh yeah, no, I absolutely could. It's crazy because Ted just aired, the TV show Ted.
Yeah.
You know the movie Ted. Yeah, they've got a TV show. And two of my friends had their name in the credits,
Oh, nice.
which is kind of nuts to me, but.
Okay.
Really good to see that we've got
Yeah.
so much less going on.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, no, in addition to getting Going Viral finished, I've been working on code for it's a game I've really wanted to make for a really long time, and I've been working on that. I built the battle engine surprisingly quickly, thanks to Godot taking care of so much stuff. Like, so maybe I might show it later on at the end, later on in the stream. But yeah, okay. What have you been up to?
I have been updating my portfolios. And on your notes, Craig, I do need to actually dig out that old idea I had like 10 or so years ago and actually start expanding on it. Because I've been seeing some people on Twitter make their own little, like, their own IP, their own worlds. And I'm here like, maybe I should go back to that idea now that I actually have some skills to make something out of it.
Yeah, it's crazy. So, I play Dungeons and Dragons. If you play Dungeons and Dragons, you know. I'm a GM, and I've made my own world, and it's crazy that the world I made like 10 years ago has changed so much now that I know what I'm doing.
Yep.
Mm.
Now listen, Kid U was kind of onto something. Now we just need to work out the nooks and crannies. This is fine.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Like you're on to something. You just gotta work out all the little bits. Like it's crazy because I didn't know anything as a kid, but like
Yeah.
but you realize like the creativity, it's still there. And I'm looking at like some of the stuff I wrote like
Yeah.
10 years ago. It's not bad. It needs some work, but it's honestly more
Yeah.
creative than I feel like I could come up with now.
Yeah.
Is it because you're too tired these days? Because I am.
Yeah, but yeah.
Exactly.
From my experience working on a website full of my stuff, little by little as years went by, you sometimes just kind of have flashes of inspiration every now and then.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll have a dream that kind of give you an idea of something, and another day you'll just be especially stuck, some creature stuck in your craw, and then you'll end up updating your website. It ends up things like
Yeah.
that.
Ah, here it is. Here it
If you're-
damn well is. What was this game called? Ah, that's what it was. So, Craig,
Yep.
if I may circle back to a conversation when we were shooting the shit, all of us. Do you remember that idea we had on like saving the princess? But if she gets corrupted, she just turns into just something that subverts expectations.
Yeah.
Well, as it turns out, there is a game on the Wii that has already done this, and I gotta say it pretty well. It's called Pandora's Tower.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So the concept is your love interest is cursed. She's gonna turn into a monster,
Oh,
and you, the
yeah.
protagonist, has to go into the dungeons to go beat some bosses and get some meat from them to stop her turning into a monster. That's not a euphemism. She eats raw steak. It's quite horrifying. But yeah, the whole game is like bittersweet of, oh, can I save her, can I not? And there's a whole mechanic around can you stop the curse from progressing? If you can't, you're gonna get one of the bad endings. There's like 3. Dear God, they hit hard. But yeah,
Oh, wow.
it was a nice concept. I have not seen it done anywhere else.
I thought that you were
Ooh.
going to mention Slay the
I
Princess.
gotta check that out later.
Oh, Slay the
I
Princess is good.
will not stop talking about that game if I start.
Well, hang on. I'm actually. See, one of the things I'm already going to do it anyway. But I'm very tempted to do it sooner rather than later. That's one of the reasons I want to get Going Viral finished is so that I can use the gold tier membership to advertise it one more time before dropping down to bronze tier, because I just can't, like, one, it's getting to the point I can't afford it anymore, but 2, I'm not getting anything out of it. I have not sold a book. Like, I've been doing advertising, like, and I've not made a single sale in like almost 2 years.
Ah, shit.
So, but I'm really tempted to get I'm really tempted to get a paid subscription to ChatGPT so that I can, because these are. I'm going to put it in I'm going to put it in the chat. Give me a sec.
Oh, I get you. I've got one for Grok, and it has been so nice for just or just brainstorming ideas and crap.
Oh yeah.
It gets a bit formulaic, but that's the case with every bot. So you just kind of gotta use it as like a sounding board.
So let me
Yeah.
put the thing here. So I put it in the chat, but I'll put it up on the screen for people viewing. So these are 2 characters in the game that I make. Right. This isn't the first time I've tried to set up a game dev group online. I've done it before, but it's always fallen apart, right? But
Yeah.
last time I did it was way back in high school, and this idea for this game I've had since high school, and this dude on the group created these concept characters for the story that I had. And so I loaded the concepts that I've been sitting on my hard drive for years. I loaded them into ChatGPT and had them create T-pose with different color schemes for me. And then I said, okay, take these two characters, put them on a farm together, and have them having a nice moment together. And I thought, okay, yeah, this is awesome. But in the story, the girl, her name is Astrid. This is her younger sister, Kilda. And Kilda gets cursed by these monsters, and so Astrid and her boyfriend Caleb have to hunt down, have to go and they have to journey with her throughout the world and try to find a way to lift the curse. And I've developed a character advancement system, but the problem is that I haven't worked out how the curse influences her yet. But I keep thinking to myself, I should get a paid subscription to ChatGPT and probably to one of those video generation ones as well. Create some stuff pay or subscribe stuff pay, and then try to get backers for it. But the problem is, I think even if I did have backers, I probably soon I'm not going to have time to do any of that. So, because
you should probably schedule a time to work on it when you're not busy with other projects.
Well, it's not, yeah, but yeah, but yeah, that's one thing I will credit ChatGPT for, is being able to do that, because it used to be getting that kind of commission would cost me upwards of $300.
Yeah, because I did commissions before. It just is, because you're trying to make a job off the commission. It's
rough.
Yeah,
and I get it.
I charge little compared to what I should be charging, because actually it's more of a passion for me. But if you're trying to make a living off of it, oh god, no.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to charge way too much.
I don't want to impugn, piss off Poppy Lovey. I know that you've had your work opportunities have dropped a lot after ChatGPT came around. I'm sorry, man.
Well, I mean, hey, look, it's the nature of the world. And I'm moving towards something I would much rather do. Animation is so much cool.
Yeah, and
that being said, I hope
Yeah.
isn't the AI bubble is kind of popping, right? OpenAI is losing fuck tons of money because it's using ChatGPT to do stuff like that. It's not
You
sustainable.
recently started AI, have you?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't go by an alias called Kyle, do you?
I use AI quite a bit, but yeah, no, AI making images and videos, it's not really sustainable. The AIs that are doing well right now are the ones that are used for coding, mathematics, game design, the boring stuff that people don't want to do. They're not going to replace coders, because you always need a coder to read over the script and edit it a little bit. But the AIs that are doing really well are the ones that just make code more. You punch in code and it makes it more efficient.
Yeah.
The AIs that are losing money are the art bots. ChatGPT, Grok, Sora 2. They're all losing fuck tons of money.
Yeah.
Because you think, oh yeah, from our side it looks like that you're just punching in what you want it to do and it draws, but from their side it's this giant machine that eats up a fuck ton of water and spits it out. Fuck ton of water, fuck ton of power, and uses a fuck ton of RAM.
Yeah.
And that's just really expensive.
That's why, yeah, I don't, even on the coding side, some people have been some people in my workplace have been afraid that AI is going to make them obsolete. But I don't think so, because I don't know if I've told you guys this story, but one time at work, right, I do a lot of I write shit ton of SQL code and a lot of data, right? And we like what I had to do was figure out how to add working days to a date, right? So we've got a table that has all the working days, and you've got a date, and you want to know how many add the number of working days to that date in order to find out, like, it's for different metrics, right? And in the new system that we built, there wasn't a way to do that easily, and I had to do a lot of research for a long time before I figured out a way that worked, right? And it's very beautiful, very nice, and very elegant. But then one day I pitched the problem to an AI, and it came up with a god-awful, like, bulky, clunky, ugly as hell's piece of code that was not modular. You couldn't fit it in. You couldn't fit it in any other query. It would have to be standalone. It's just, okay, yeah. You're always going to need a coder. You're always going to need a human coder.
Well, the thing about that kind of stuff, the AI's performance itself will improve. And that's the same. Like AI, even in AI art, it'll get better. People are like, oh, but AI art, it's all washed out and everything. That will be fixed. There are very intelligent people that are working on these AIs that know how to edit them to fix those kinds of problems. What can't be fixed is how expensive it is. Whether it's worth employing all of these people, because, like, don't get me wrong, hiring an animation studio to make an animatic for you is fucking expensive. You're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
You're not talking, like, because it's not just one person. If you hire an animation studio to produce an animatic for you, you're talking about paying upwards of 30 people.
Yeah.
Full-time jobs. So, like, it's not it's not a one-person thing. You can't just hire an animator and make it happen. You have to hire a full studio.
Yeah.
Which may make it sound like, oh yeah, it's cheaper to just have an AI make it. It's actually not. It's actually, you're talking every time an AI is making a thing for you, it's really making hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of shit. And that's why OpenAI is losing billions of dollars.
I'll have you know, it's very cheap for me.
That's billions with a B, by the way.
Yeah.
Not my fault, OpenAI can't make a profit.
No, I use ChatGPT a lot as a sort of it's basically a more intuitive Google. That's pretty much how I use it, because it
like old Google, where you could actually find shit.
So in 2026, they're projected to lose 14 billion. That's with a B. On this kind of shit, because it's cheaper, actually. Really weirdly, it's cheaper to just pay a couple $100,000 to hire a studio.
Yeah. and I you see a lot of these videos, these AI videos, where like it's like the realistic, like there's this one where this woman, she's journeying in space, and she's like doing a video blog of her adventures in space, right? And that looks really, really well done. The problem is, though, I really don't think you're gonna, especially like if because I've acted in movies before, I've done like in like indie stuff, but also some professional stuff, right? And like being able to direct people is a real skill, right? You need to be able to direct people. But the problem with the AI is you're never going to be able to predict whether or not the AI is going to understand your directions and your understanding. So if you say, if you've got a shot that's just almost the way you want, you just want the actor, the character, to do something a bit different, right? So you say, okay, just at this point, make the character move like this, and change the entire thing.
Yeah.
People get like directors get so fed up with that they'll say it's not worth it.
Well, I mean, it's not worth it anyway. Like, firstly, a director's part of a studio.
Well,
let's get that straight. A director is the top spot in a studio. It's not. There's this whole pipeline revolving around a director. If the director is if AI does take all the jobs, it takes the director job. Make no mistake. That's like the director's not the guy that makes the movie, by the way.
Yeah.
That's not the director's job. The director is hired to make the movie as high quality as possible. Right. So the person that wants to make the movie will, like Disney might, for example, come up and say, I've got this cool movie idea. Then they'll hire a director. But if I can use AI to do it, I'm not even going to hire a director, because directors are the most expensive part. They're more expensive than the rest of the studio put together. Like, if you hire a good director like Zack Snyder, he's going to want millions of dollars to work on a movie. So, whereas if you're using AI, why would you do that? Because AI is already going to direct the film.
Yeah.
The problem is, like right now, we're in a bit of a weird spot where AI is too expensive and also not good enough.
Yeah.
Now it can quite easily get good enough, but it's still too expensive.
Do you think it'll ever sort of
I think
actually recognize what it's doing? Like, you know, the sort of.
Well, so we're talking about like. I just want to point this out. We're talking about AI now. This is something that's developed in the past 2-3 years.
yeah.
Yes, it can get good enough. It's gotten this good in 2 years. 2 years ago, AI was never it's no replacement. Like, AI images are not the same. It's very fucked. Now, it's pretty good, but it's not good enough. In 2 years, it'll be good enough. Like, seriously.
The ways I see it is
Yeah.
that AI is a way to
what I
take it so
think
that
is-
way, if you're, instead of climbing up the side of a cliff with whatever you've got on you, essentially there's a rope now hanging down the cliff, and you can climb up with that instead. So if you're like making a picture, you can tell an AI what kind of picture you want, then you take the picture that it gives you, and then you work on it until it's what you want. It gives you a massive boost in the progress of finishing the picture, but it also doesn't necessarily give you a finished product.
Yeah. So I think what's gonna happen, like, more and more is, you'll have like studios, just do all the previs stuff, and then you'll have like essentially very specialized LoRa's to add the detail on top of them.
Very specialized, what, like AI?
AI
Models.
LoRa's to
No.
so like
I don't think so, because here's the thing. Like, and no one talks, like, I mean, the reason why AI is going bankrupt is because it's too expensive to do that shit. AI
well, because it's
like,
trying to do everything right now.
No. It's because AI, when it works with an image, it has to break down every aspect of the image and understand it. So, here's a good example, right? If I ask an AI, make me a picture of a sandwich. If I ask an AI, make me a picture of a beef sandwich with ham on it. Boom, it'll do that relatively quickly. It uses a little bit of water, that's fine. Now, if I ask an AI, can you make me a picture of a sandwich? It's suddenly it costs $100,000. Yeah, that's.
I'm not
that's just-
sure because
Yeah.
well,
No,
like
it
I
do-
can
it does.
run
That's how it
AI
works.
local models. Yeah, but
No,
like
it doesn't
I
cost
run AI
me.
local models,
It
and
doesn't cost me $100,000. You're
no,
not
I know
being,
that, but
you're not being charged for it yet. And you can have an AI local model, that's fine. But it really costs the server center and the RAM farm that's processing that much money.
for like ChatGPT and like all of these like cloud-based ones. But what about like Stable Diffusion and all of those? Because aren't those just like handicapped off of like your computer's specific specs? Don't they use like your RAM and your video
Which, well,
cards and stuff?
they do, but they're also not nearly as good. They compromise a lot in quality. But like if you
'Cause
want,
what I've noticed is like you can actually tweak things much more specifically on a local one, whereas like the cloud
Anyway.
ones that everybody else uses, it's kind of just like this catch-all where it's like you describe something you want and it gives you everything basically.
yeah,
And I think that's where like the data and like the energy is like trying to like do so much for like millions of people. Like that's where the energy consumption is coming from. But if you run it like locally and you essentially feed in all the details yourself, like with these data packets like LoRa's,
so
I'm not
the
sure if it's the same like process.
The other thing that I have to go off to this point, but the other thing about AI, it's not just running it that's expensive. The real stupid expensive part is training it. So the way these new AIs are too complicated to train with a human. So what they do is they get the previous version of the AI to train the new one. And they do that by just running it a bunch of different times to train the new one. That's fucking expensive. And it means that every AI model is more expensive to run than the last.
Yeah.
You telling me the ending for Detroit Become Human was true? Like the bad ending for Connor was real?
Anyway, I need to
serious?
go.
Doing things like that though is just going to end up making dumber and dumber over time. Like, it'll
Yeah, I
feel
know.
harder,
Like,
but
it's
it'll be-
algorithm. It's called algorithm poisoning.
Yeah.
Which is it's a really fun topic in and of itself. But I have to go because I've got to go to my degree. So.
Oh,
See you guys later.
All right.
thanks for joining, man. Have a nice day.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Yeah. Do you guys know about is it the blind parrot problem
No.
with AI?
What? Someone call it that.
Is that like the algorithm poisoning stuff?
Kinda. So basically, it's that. Imagine you have a parrot in a room that doesn't and the room is full of like infinite combinations of letters and words and numbers, right? And you fit into the slot of the room. Write me a poem. And so over time it goes, okay, if I put together this thing combined with that thing, they'll stop asking me, which means I did it right. And the parrot, basically, even though it has no idea what it's doing, will kick back out, a certain combination of things, even though it doesn't understand what it is. It just understands this is poem, but it doesn't understand from the outside, you understand the poem in all these different ways. So it's like you're not only looking for, the mathematical rhythm, you're looking for sort of pronunciation and wordplay, and you're looking for all these other sort of intangible features of a poem. But the parrot has no fucking idea. It just kind of goes, slap this together, success. And that is kind of the role that I haven't seen any evidence that AI can overcome, of actually like recognizing the, I guess the subtle nature of things. Like,
Yeah, it's very good at like getting something like mostly there, but like it will never be able to really compete on like, you know, a 10-10, something that goes down throughout the generations. Like people all love like this piece of art, and like, you know, I don't think it will ever get that good because of like what you're describing.
it's I don't know. I wonder if the bubble will burst before, because I think it would need, people talk about general artificial intelligence. I don't think we'll ever
Yeah.
get there. I think it will always kind of just be a talking parrot, you know?
Well, yeah, that's that.
These people who carry on about, oh, AGI is going to take over everything, and all I want to ask them is, okay, define intelligence.
Mm.
And they
Yeah.
will not be able to. They will not be able to. It's insufferable listening to the carry on. Oh, the world can end because of AI. So fuck off. It's not. Shut up.
Yeah.
You know what I
I
think more
just
like?
see it as another tool, and like
Yeah.
we're slowly figuring it out. We're slowly understanding like what the usage for this is supposed to be, and like the limits of it. And once we figure that out, I think people will kind of like calm down.
You know
Do
what
you
I
think
think?
people will reevaluate their like prediction models at this point? Not prediction models. Because when AI came out, we all had certain predictions about it, like, oh, this will automate so many of the boring jobs in the world. But nobody saw it coming that, okay, AI is actually pretty good at making music. Those are pretty good at making some
Yeah.
pretty images, too.
Yeah.
Why don't we... Yeah. Do you think people will when they predict the future, will they take a step back and remember when AI came out? And think, okay, maybe our predictions are all wrong.
Well,
gonna
not
happen
really.
again.
Not really, because AI is kind of... The way I'm looking at it is that it just feels to me like it's the computer from Star Trek. Which...
Mm.
And even then, the computer from Star Trek was pretty perfect in the way it did it, but it didn't hallucinate or anything like that. So, yeah, I don't... They were thinking that we'd have flying cars by now, so... Well, they were saying that we'd have flying cars by 10 years ago. So...
Who says we did?
Well,
I should
we
say,
do.
who says
It's
they
just,
didn't?
it's not like, well, it's like not
Ubiquitous.
everywhere.
I mean, have you seen that one thing from Dubai?
Or the
Yeah.
what was the thing?
Literally,
was it
somebody took a
Orlando?
pod strapped on, like... They basically made a drone the size of a car. Like a pretty big
Yeah.
car, too. And I'm looking at this thinking, one gust of wind. One gust of wind and you're dead. There is
Yeah,
no
I mean,
surviving
it is
this.
it is too dangerous to have that kind of thing like on a mass scale. I think that's
Like,
really
even things
problem.
that can glide are dangerous enough, but that just looks ridiculous.
Yeah. Did you guys see that there was like a Japanese guy who like made the glider from Nausicaa?
Oh,
Nice.
Did it work?
Like that like blew my that just like blew me away. Yeah, it worked. It's not like as speedy as the one in Nausicaa, of course, but
Who cares? Sounds cool.
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I think the future of AI might be that the massive AIs will probably collapse and then will be like smaller websites will start making hyper-specific AI that accomplish very specific tasks. That way, it'll be a lot easier to train them.
That sounds like I'm actually looking if I can play around to it and get the money I need. I'm looking at building an AI rig so I can run local AI models. Yeah, so like Olama and all that kind of stuff, because that'd be really, really good. But yeah, I think that's probably what's going to end up happening is people have a local AI model and it will do some things. Because one thing I think is really, really good is that even the local AI models can intuitively understand. So, for example, it used to be if you wanted your computer to run a certain command and you wanted it to be by voice command, you would say run program.exe, right? But with the between the executive function and you, there can be a large language model that interprets what you say and said, "Yeah, I want to do this. Can you run that program for me, please?" And it will do it really, really easy. I think that's what's going to be the main use for it. Is saying, "Oh yeah, Coda, I want to open up a project file. I want you to use this as the basis, and get these add-ons for me." And it will be able to do that. I think that's going to be its use. Yeah. Anyway, what time is it where you guys are?
For me, it's 3:30-ish.
In the morning or in the afternoon?
Yeah.
In the afternoon? Oh, yeah, okay.
It's 2:45 where I am.
Yeah, it's 7:02 in the morning where I am, and not really anything. But it's been a really good chat, guys. Yeah, very nice chat. So I've got, if you've been watching the stream, I've got the next chamber mostly worked out. So now I just need to code up the puzzle that I want to implement, and then that'll be good. But I think I'm gonna. Oh, you guys want to see the other project that I've been working on?
The RTS one or
the RPG?
Or sorry, turn-based.
Yeah.
Yeah, RPG.
Yeah. Let me
I like that one. What is the name of that one?
It's War of the Seven Realms. So we've got Tears of God, which I did a lot of work on, and then I wanted to at least do a little bit on this other project that I've been wanting to do, because this is a game that's been in my head for a really long time, and that's the concept art that I had ChatGPT work up for me. But one thing I've learned with this, I'm actually tempted to do a video for the Mennings Games channel about this, saying how to use, because there's an add-on for Go called Limbo AI that has behavioral trees and state machines and all that kind of stuff to control the behavior of characters and stuff in your game. And I've figured out how I can use it to to control user interfaces. So, like, first off, I'll just show you. So, I haven't built an overworld walk, except just the character walking around. The underlying system, the underlying equipment and stats advancement system. And I've designed something similar to the sphere grid from Final Fantasy X. So just a developer interface real quick. You might have a bit of a delay if you're watching.
Like, that's something I want to implement at some point as well, like a sphere grid system. I'm slowly getting there.
Yeah. So this is what I've come up with. It's a hex grid, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the idea is you don't gain experience points in battle, you gain resonance points. So I thought that'd be cool.
Mm.
So it's just a change of name?
Yeah, hang on. There we go. And you get enough resonance points, you earn grid levels, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's Astrid, Riadne, Kilda, Caleb, Cedric. So, and then you use the grid levels. So you start at a particular location, and around you got to pick. So there's different move effects in each cell. And each cell has an orb, and each orb has a certain move effect. So if you move into this one, you gain a magic proficiency of 3. If you move to this one, you gain an intellect, which determines your amount of mana, and also how much the effect of spells in battle. That increases your intellect amount. But move into that, and now you've moved into the new cell, and now the cells more adjacent are available. Now I've built it so that if you keep on a straight line, then it costs you only one level per move. 1 level per move to just keep going in a straight line. But if you want to change direction, like for example, you're in this, so the character Kilda is in this cell right now, right? So if she moves to this cell, it only costs her one grid level. But if she wants to move into this one, then it's going to cost her more. Hang on, I shouldn't have done that. Back to the old grid. So let's move into this one, into that one. Okay, so now you move into this one, you use one GL. You move to this one, so you change direction, it costs you 2. If you move into that one, it costs you 3. And if you want to backtrack, it costs you 4. Right, so the idea is I want to encourage exploration, I want to encourage moving outwards from where you start rather than going in a spiral.
Mm-hmm.
So you move around. The idea is because Kilda is the one who has curse, right? So the closer you are to the corners or to the center, because there's different elements associated with each. There's different elements and therefore different magic types. The closer you are to each corner, you get a sort of boost in your affinity for that element, and therefore damage that's done with spells of that particular affinity give you more, that you get higher damage the closer you are to certain corners, certain elements. And but also, the closer you are to Kilda on the grid, the closer one of these characters is to Kilda, the more her curse affects them. But there's also the idea is the closer you are to different characters on the grid, the more your bond with them increases, and thus, like, if they're about to be attacked in battle, somewhat like say Caleb and Kilda are close, right? The closer they are on the grid, then if they're next to each other in battle, the more likely it is that Caleb will rush in and take hit for her or guard for her or something like that. So that's one element of it. But yes, Battle. Hopefully this runs. So I'm in the process of doing some code refactoring in all of this. Come on. Come on. There we go. Please run, because I don't want to look stupid. Fuck. Nah. Stuffed up. Yeah, no, I need to work on. Where's the problem? Yep, stuffed up. Actually, feel like waiting around while I fix this.
Do your thing.
Okay, I think it should only take one line. Give me a sec.
So I'm just making character banners to put on stream for D&D, right? And how is it that my cleric, my mate's wife, has made the stupidest cleric build I've ever seen in my life? Why have you got +4 dex when you're wearing heavy armor, bro? Stop!
Yeah, there's an obvious joke I can make there. No, I think I will not.
Why
It
has
is
she
so
done
mean.
it? I don't understand why she's done it. She's
I
used to playing
recently
me.
started. I started coding in all the stats this week in my game, and so I have this system where, like, you know, every NPC that comes into your little village is kind of like uniquely generated, and so their stats like very wildly differ from each other, but like every stat like does something else. So like Agi will actually make the characters faster or slower depending on like how much agility they have.
Yeah.
And like things like that, like if you have more intelligence, you gain skill up faster, and the amount of skill ups you gain is determined by like the wisdom you have. So like there's a lot of like intricate little situations like that, like interactions between the stats. Like you can build a house faster if you have like higher dex, and like you can chop down a tree faster if you have higher strength and stuff like that.
Oh, I like it.
That's very weird. So I did have this working, but no. So basically, for some reason this thing isn't working. It's not right. So I need to track down, figure out what the problem is. Maybe next week I'll show you guys. But I think we should call it there because I need to get to work as well. So, but thanks everyone for joining, and hopefully next week lots of you guys want to join in as well. Monkey, you can show us some of the stuff you're working on, and yeah, even Papa Frog, you can show us as well. But this has been awesome. So, and for people who are watching, thanks for watching, and we'll see you all next week.
Yeah,
Alright.
sure thing.
Take care, everybody.
Goodbye.
Take care. Bye bye.